If you're just like me and enjoy hunting achievements and have yet to unlock all of them, this video might prove useful to you. I had initially intended on releasing this video a lot earlier, but things got in the way which meant I had to put it on hold, so it might not be as relevant anymore, but it is what it is. With that said, I won't be going over all of the 64 achievements that are included in tabs in depth, with some of those achievements being the similar ones such as completing campaigns and then completing them again without getting defeated once. The reason as to why is mainly because if I were to show detailed guides on these achievements, this video would be several hours long, and also because there's already videos that cover most of these campaigns. However, if you wish to cheat and grab them as quickly as possible, you could just download the bug DLC and defeat them with ease. The same goes for the achievements that require you to find all secret and legacy units and completing a campaign without controlling a unit. If you're only interested in finding the solution to just one or a couple of these achievements, there are timestamps below that allows you to skip to the parts that you need. Place a couple of clubbers on your team and 20 peasants on the enemy team. Once the battle begins, watch as the clubbers do what they do best, which is bonking people. Place a quick draw on your team and a lot of wards on the enemy team. Once you're done, start the battle, press F, and shoot those bards down until there's no one left alive. Repeat until you're done. Place a catapult on your team, and a handful of skeletons on the enemy team. Once the battle begins, sit back and enjoy the skeleton massacre. Enter the adventure campaign and choose Final Destination Farmer. Place a farmer. Repeat the process until your farmer wins. Place an ice giant inside the circle and a lot of ice archers on the other team. Then, watch the battle go down until the ice giant freezes to death. Place a mammoth inside the circle and a handful of balloon archers on the other team. After a couple of seconds, you'll start seeing the mammoth floating in the air. Place a tree giant on your team and a decent amount of peasants on the other team. Then, wait for the tree giant to smash the tree down on those poor peasants. Enter the adventure campaign and choose Bravely Run, Run Away. Place 2 shouters. Watch the shouters fusroda the enemy bards out of the map without dealing any damage to them. You can also do this on some Final Destination maps, since sometimes the enemy will simply die from fall damage. And finally, you can also use the bug DLC. Enter the adventure campaign and choose Final Destination, the King. Place 1 skeleton. Watch the poor skeleton get smashed over and over until you are done. Or just go ahead and lose on literally any other map you'd like. The choice is yours. Place a bunch of cheerleaders in a circle, with one mace spinner in the middle. Then place some enemy units that the tornado can hit. Once the battle begins, the Cheerios will start hugging the mace spinner and create a tornado. Place a handful of Hawachas on your team and a couple of mammoths on the enemy team. Watch as the arrows rain down on the mammoths until they can no longer stand. Repeat until you are done. Place a couple of knight units, some healers behind them, and a wall of halflings in front of them. Then place a decent amount of vampires on the enemy team. Once you begin, take control over a knight and slay the vampires that are busy drinking halfling blood. Repeat until you are done. These are some of the harder achievements to complete, and the reason as to why is simply because you have to complete these while only fighting in campaign missions. So I set out to try most of the campaigns, and I was able to gather a decent list of campaign missions that you can beat with a single Reaper without even having to control it. As for the Musketeer, I was not as successful, and while I'm sure there are more missions out there that you could potentially beat with some tricks, the easiest and probably only solution is to use bug DLC tools. Enter the adventure campaign and choose all the potions. Place one massive tank. Once you begin, quickly take control over the tank and destroy your opponents as fast as possible. It might take you a couple of attempts until you get it. Place a handful of balloon archers on your team and a couple of hay balers on the enemy team. Watch as the hay balers travel to the moon only to come crashing down again. Repeat until you are done. Place Thor on one team and Zeus on the other. Then, sit back, relax, and watch them battle it out. Spoilers, Thor wins every time. Enter the adventure campaign and choose the smallest army. Place 3 B-rollers in a line with enough distance from each other, with 10 healers at the end. Proceed to watch the fireworks as the B-rollers blow up some halflings. Place one Zeus on your team and a long line of skeletons on the enemy team. Press tab and watch them all get one shot. If you simply complete the adventure campaign, you'll easily get this one, as there are numerous final destination battles where you can use one unit to win. Of course, if you want to have some fun, you could also use the Dark Peasant in Sandbox versus literally anything, but that's up to you. Enter the adventure campaign and once again choose Bravely Run, Run Away. Place 2 bomb throwers on opposite sides. Watch them toss the bombs onto peaceful bards until there is no witnesses left. Enter the adventure campaign and choose Fierce Rider. Once you're in the battle, select one faction and place at least one of every unit, while using the remaining gold to place whatever you'd like. I tried every single faction and it should work depending on your placement and choice of extra units, so just keep repeating the campaign mission over and over but with different faction until you've got them all. And that's it! You no longer have anything standing in your way to get all of those pesky tabs achievements. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, I'd be so grateful if you could leave a like, as it gives me the feedback necessary to do more kind of videos like this. I'm hoping I can release more frequently in the coming future, as I've got some more pretty good ideas for videos that I would love to showcase to you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you around.